Welcome back to the Osikona Hour podcast. I'm your host, Alejandra Fajardon. As you see, we are doing another solo dolo episode, which is going to be a short one, which, those tend to do a lot better, but are nonetheless very, and some might say, extremely entertaining, at least for me. But, I'm going to start with a quick announcement, recap of the last week, as well as Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, because that is the show I've been watching and looking forward to. But yeah, I'll get into that. Okay, so last week's episode, I talked a lot about this new job, and I was doing the tryout thing, and I was feeling pretty good about it. And I'm very happy to say that I finally signed the paperwork, so there's no more, do I have this job or not? I do, and I'm so excited. And yeah, I'm actually going to be clocking in pretty soon. Hold on. I need my phone. There we go. Okay, yeah. But yeah, I'm so excited. I literally am so lucky that, I don't know, this happened the way it did. Is perfect. Work 2 days of the week on top of my job that I already have. So it's awesome. But yeah, just pouring beer. What else can I say? I mean, I can say a little bit about that job already. I have learned quite a bit. Already done my quite a few oopsies, which is fine. I think that's part of learning, obviously. I'm just a little tired, if I'm being so for real. I'm trying to save my energy. I woke up a little under the weather, and I could already tell my mind isn't as fast or as sharp as it usually is when I'm on the pod. So that's it. So let me just slow down. Anyways, had a couple oopsies. That's fine. Mostly just over pouring and not pouring in the right cup. And it's not it's not like I poured a beer in a wine glass. Obviously not. It was what is it called? It was the fruity ones. It was a sangria in a wine glass, which I'm I don't know. I don't. Apparently there's a special glass for that I didn't know, because I don't really order sangrias when I'm at places. But and if I do have a sangria, it's usually at a party. If it's at a party, then it's at a cup, a plastic cup. And so, I didn't really know those sort of things, but now I do. And I've learned quite a few other things, so that's fun. On the topic of learning things that might seem obvious to other people, and I'm scared to say this because whatever, but it needs to be said because I think because looking back at it now, it's hilarious. And I might have already said it, but I don't know. Sometimes I just forget things, and that's fine. And then I relearn them, and then I don't forget them again, or I don't forget things for when you know something and then you stop knowing something. Whatever. Who cares? Anyway, so I bought some stamps, and come to find out, these fuck-ass stamps are oh my God, I'm such a dumbass. It was literally, so obviously you buy stamps from where? The USPS store, or the US, the United States Postal Service. And then my brain was just looking for a deal. And I was oh, look at this site, foreverstampsforcheap.com or whatever the fuck. And I was oh, perfect, let me order them from there. I'm and then and then it dawned on me. I'm hold up. And mind you, it didn't dawn on me. Someone told me this, but I'm going to say it did. I'm wait, stamps are federal, or it has to be from the government. They control the fucking mail. They're not going to allow anybody else to manufacture the fucking stamps. You can't, that doesn't work. And then I looked it up, and they're yeah, that's fucking, there's no such thing as a cheap stamp. All stamps there's no discount stamps. All stamps are the same price, because it's it's just a federal thing or whatever. It was so dumb. It was so dumb. So now I have a bunch of stamps, or a bunch of stickers that look like stamps. So yeah, if you want one, just let me know. They're of the Night Friends. And apparently they don't make them, the USPS doesn't make them anymore, which is probably why they were selling them. Not for actual stamps, but for scrapbook purposes, I guess. So yeah, and I have a ton more. So lesson learned there. They were on discount, so who cares? But still so annoying. But yeah, I mean, it's a lesson for me. I'm sure everybody, I fear everybody else already knows that. Anyways, moving on. So learn things on the job, relearn that stamps are not discounted products. Oh, okay. Move aside from learning things, I also on top of learning things, I also learned that the Peanut Museum, like Schultz or whatever his name is, I forgot. The guy, you know what I'm talking about. The guy, right? What's his name? Oh yeah, Charles Schultz. Yeah, whatever. English is my second language. Yeah, he literally his like museum is in Sonoma County, and it was so or in what is it? I forgot what city in Sonoma County. Whatever. Anyway, so cute. It probably says here Santa Rosa. Yeah, it's in Santa Rosa. So cute, and they have a little ice rink for all the kiddos. And then they have the hot chocolate, and they have the gift shop with all the with like all the little baby Snoopies. And it was so precious. It was so precious. Yeah, I like bought a bunch of things. A whole lot of reading though, which obviously they're all comic strips. And I was like already feeling under the weather, but they were funny. And you could also hold up. They had like a little exhibit or like a little like activity center where you could trace them. It's a light box, and several characters are printed on there, and you can trace a little Snoopy or his little buddy. So cutie. But yeah, I could be there all day, and then you can make your own comic strips as well. But yeah, I got some stickers and postcards. But yeah, so fun. It was such a blast. And so cool, and like it's super what is it called? What am I trying to say? Like small town vibes, and like everybody like moves a lot slower, and like nobody's in a rush, and it just like it really it kind of grounds you a little bit, which I like. Whatever. Anyways, so yeah, so that's been the recap. Okay, now for the Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, episode 2, which episode 3 is gonna come out today, I think. Yeah. So yeah, it's Sunday. So yeah, today is Knights of the Seven Kingdoms, episode 2. And I hate to say this, but I mean, for a number of reasons this happened, but I hate to say this, I actually fell asleep in like the second episode, like halfway through. And yes, I was tired, but it was also like I wouldn't have done that for House of the Dragons or House of the Dragon. I don't know. I think it's just hard for me to see the Game of Thrones universe in that light. And if I wanted to watch a funny show, I would. I don't know. I think it's just going to take some getting used to. And I like the plot. I mean, I just love like learning about like more about these houses. And I started reading, what is it? Fire and Blood. But then I was like, wait, I don't want to have the show spoiled for me. So I stopped up until season 2, but of where it is in the show. But yeah, I don't know. I'm sure it's fun, but like also the episodes are short as fuck. I literally fell asleep in like 15 minutes. That's crazy. But yeah, no, the episodes were short, and I don't know if I really like that. I like a long hour episode. I want this to work truly because I want to be able to talk about a show. But whatever. That's all I really need to say about that. If you watched it, you watched it. I'm gonna continue watching it, but I'm probably not gonna cover it as much because I just didn't like it that much. And who cares? I mean, things happen. Okay. What else? Oh my god. I mean, I don't think anybody like was really looking forward to this movie. I just did because I watched it when it came out, and I watched it with my parents, and it was like a special moment. But Zootopia 2 came out, and low-key, like they kind of went in on how much the fox, I feel like, what's his name? Nick Wilde. Yeah. How, like, they kind of went in on how much, like, people were fiending for him and, like, making edits of him and were, like, putting him, like, on the cake or whatever when that was a trend. Or, like, you know, like, or, like, romanticizing them. Like, they made him more, like, sultry kind of ish and just more arrogant, I feel. Even more so than it was. So much so that it didn't look natural and it wasn't as, like, as much as it was in Zootopia 1. Whatever. I don't know if I'm the only one that looked that saw that. And also there was a lot of like adult jokes, and I was like kind of put off by that. I was like, who is this for? Like, and it's not to say that movies meant for kids or like Disney movies or Nickelodeon movies or whatever have never had adult humor. Like they've always had adult humor, but it was such a stark, is that the word? Whatever. It was such a big jump from Zootopia 1 to Zootopia 2 where it was just like, I'm like, what? I was like, why are we joking about, why are we like talking or like insinuating this like every like 2 or 3 scenes? I don't know. And it was also like, there was like jokes like back to back to back to back to back that didn't really make sense. Like there was a Shining reference, and I don't even like, I can't even imagine how much that costs. I don't know if Disney owns The Shining. Maybe they do. I don't think so. But yeah, there was a Shining reference in Zootopia 2 where like the antagonist is Jack Nicholson, and they are in a maze that's freshly been snowed. And I was like, okay, I don't know. I didn't care for it because it was just like, this is so random. This is like in the climax of the movie. Why would like it didn't make any sense. Like the only like I love The Shining, one of my favorite movies. It's very fun in the same way that Coraline is fun. Like where there's a lot of hidden details, and that's why I love The Shining so much. And I enjoyed seeing it in Zootopia 2, but it just didn't really make sense to me. Like there's been references to Shining before in other movies that were like kind of made for children, like Ready Player One had The Shining in it, but that made sense for Ready Player One because Ready Player One was all about like nostalgia and the 80s and whatnot. Like obviously they're gonna have The Shining in it, but Zootopia 2, hella random. Love The Shining. I just thought it could have been done a little more tastefully and a little more coherently. Um, yeah, there's a scene where they're like the whole movie is about like this like snakes have been banned or reptilians completely have been banned from the city or Zootopia, like the city of Zootopia or whatever. The city that had been banned, and like GD Hops needs to this is so cringe. She needs to like figure out like why this is happening, and then essentially this family of wolves or like I forgot of snow. Oh yeah, this family of snow leopards are like controlling and like puppeteering the mayor and whatever. And the mayor is this like handsome horse, and I was just like, I don't know. Zootopia 1 was like really good, and this one was just like, I felt like they did it over the weekend. Obviously, they didn't. And this is no disrespect to anybody that worked in the Zootopia, whatever. Doubt you'd ever see this. But, like, I don't know. Like, it just felt rushed. And, like, if you see it, I think you would notice what I mean. And if not, that's fine. You know, comment down below, whatever. But, yeah. I was like, are we like dead ass right now? But whatever. I mean, I watched it into its entirety and I didn't fall asleep. So there's that. Okay, yeah. So yeah, no longer gonna cover Knights of the Seven Kingdoms because like I just can't. Like I don't like to talk about something that I don't give a fuck about. Because then like it comes off in the video and it's not entertaining, it's not fun. It's not fun for me, it's not fun for the audience. We've been doing a lot of these solo dolo episodes and I haven't done an interview in a really long time and I want to, and I'm in the works. Don't think that I'm not. I've just been sending hella emails. I just need to follow up more because, you know, because people like will like what I've learned in this is that like, and I'll try to put this. I'm not the best at words right now because I'm feeling a little under, you know, but like, I don't know if I want to try, but point is like, you have to like, if like people I feel like want to be, forget it. I'm not, we're going to wrap this up because I'm not even going to try to form the thought that I was going to try to form. Just know, in the background, I am making moves and I will find an interview sooner rather than later. And I want it to be a animator for like a movie that I like. Or like a writer for a movie that like I'm really want to interview you know, someone from like Lakai Studios. That would be really cool. They did Box Trolls, Coraline. What other ones did they do? They did a ton. Yeah, the stop motion. Anyways, but yeah. So look out for that. I know this is a super short episode, but like, who cares? I'm feeling under the weather. A little under the weather. Let me see if there's anything else. I don't think so, guys. But yeah, I don't know. Wish me luck on my first like official day at my job. I'm feeling like SpongeBob SquarePants. But yeah. Oh, no, that's it. Okay. Thanks so much for listening, guys. I know this was not, not as long, but I hope you are enjoying Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I hope you have a great week and wish me luck on my first official day. Bye.